cheating hearts and meddling kin. We talk it all, let healing begin.
Hello, good evening. Welcome back to Monique's chat room. My name is Monica Ngozi. Um, we're still I'm still talking about growing apart in a relationship, in a marriage. Um, I did list the things, the factors that contribute to a couple growing apart in a relationship, or whether it's a marriage or long-term relationship. I mean, I was thinking on just focusing on marriage, but come to think of it, there are so many people that are not married, but they've been together longer than a lot of married people. So I think the focus here is relationship. What I'm talking about in this series is um affecting, it has to do with both with the relationships, in terms of being, whether you're married. That I will be talking about routine change as one of the factors that causes couples to grow apart. um, like I said in my very first video, I'm not a relationship expert, but I have heard experiences over so many years. I've also gone through the journey of divorce. I've also intentionally looked into, all kinds of problems. Speaking um intentionally looking into 10 years and more. um I just wanted to come out here and interact with you guys, for anyone who is going through these kind of things at whatever stage of the relationship that you're in, and anyone who would, just I'm here for anyone who would find this information useful, or if you know someone who's going through it, or you are going through it, or whether it's now or it happened in the past. Is there something you could learn from this video? Please come on into my chat room, my next chat room. Let's talk. As the video goes on, if you hear anything that resonates with you, please leave a comment. If you have heard stories of people who has grown apart in their relationship because of this routine change, drop a comment, like my video, share it to those who you think it will help. Okay, so let's move on. A routine change is one of the factors that causes couples to grow apart in a relationship. One of the things in routine that can cause routine change is a new job. For example, you find a new job, you know paying more, and maybe one of the couples have to move to a different state or different part of the country, and you guys no longer see each other as frequently as usual. You guys, the job is so busy, maybe because of the nature of the job. um you don't really have much time to even talk to each other as you used to. you know there's it is like long distance relationship kind of thing because of a new job. For example, where a couple have been together, for some time. They see, maybe not every day, but they talk every day, and they see maybe once or twice a week. Imagining that both the man and the woman are working, and now one of them have moved somewhere because of a bigger and better job. And bigger and better job means being even busier than before most of the time. And Even the talking reduces, obviously seeing reduces, and you know, people can meet different people somewhere depending on how much that person valued that relationship in the first place. And you know, our minds can start changing, or people become open to temptation, and things grow apart from there. You know, it could be the person who moved somewhere, or the person who, the other couple who is still in the original um, geographical area, but or the original place where they are living. But then now that the other partner is not around, there could be, you know, room for distraction. It now takes will, you know, will and being intentional about keeping to your partner. It takes that, you know, being intentional about it to be able to not to misbehave. You get what I mean? Um, Another thing is childbirth. That's when a child is born, a woman is reborn. I don't think if there's any other way that I can explain it, because the whole everything changes for the woman. Her life revolves around that child. It doesn't mean she has forgotten her partner, but you know, you just see things with with a different set of eyes, and priorities change, because the baby is a baby, is a helpless baby depending on you as the mother for everything. Sometimes that can be difficult for a man to understand. It doesn't mean that the man doesn't love his child. They do dearly, but the attention they usually get from the woman changes. Routine changes, even in the way things are done. So that's why it's important, when you are in a relationship, don't just get pregnant for the sake of it. You know, make sure if you are thinking of it, talk about it. Make sure both of you are on the same page, and so that when the baby comes, is not, no one will be resenting the other, thinking, or you know, feeling abandoned. Not maybe not resenting the other, but no one will feel abandoned, because you know, both of you would, both the man and the woman would understand, because it was planned, it was agreed. So everyone would work together to ensure, you know, and kind of not put ourselves first anymore, um, until the child grows up. Not that you won't give each other attention, but it will no longer be business as usual. You get what I mean? Yeah. So it is more difficult if one didn't want it. Say your man is not looking to have a child during that time, and then you know, you go ahead and have the child. It can cause, you know, the all the changes that happen naturally, because now there's a child. It may not be, it may not be understood anymore. It will, you know, it may not be understood at all, because you guys were not on the same page in the first before the baby, in terms of making decision for having that child. um yeah, so next is um I'm so sorry. Next is bringing, I mean, it's an amazing thing working from home, don't get me wrong, but when you when one goes to the office, you do your work, and then when it's time to spend time with your partner or your husband or your wife, you're still working, you're sitting in bed with the laptop in front of you, paying attention to your laptop rather than your partner that is right next to you. Both of you will be together but not together because one is on their phone, the other one is on a laptop doing some work, you know. So that continuation of that can cause people to kind of grow apart, especially, you're still on the phone with people from work, you know, uh, it's night time and you're still on the phone with them, you're still talking about work with them, not even with your partner, and it goes on and on. There's only so much one can take. We are all human beings, and I'm sure um, you all understand what I'm saying, you know. So yeah, that's a factor. Um, Growing apart is ill health. Ill health is something that none of us plan for, none of us ask for, none of us want it, but it happens. It's part of life. Um, but when some illness come and they are really heavy, they are taking long, it becomes heavy on the partner who's caring for the ill one, even the one, they can't, the person can get frustrated sometimes. I mean, I've seen it happen. um you see frustration, sometimes they lash out on the person who is unwell, not because they want to, but because they're frustrated in that moment, which is sad. Um, the way the couple, maybe used to be able to go hang out maybe once or twice a month and just act like they've started, they're doing it all again, or just that's their routine. Normally once or twice a month they go to cinema, they go out to the restaurant to eat, they go to a concert, for example. But all of this just suddenly changes because one person is unwell. You find yourself just taking care of this person. All of those going out, all those things becomes memories. You can't do them anymore. You know, the routine now becomes just home. Everything is done at home. In terms of just wake up, bath, maybe go to work, or not even able to go to work because depending on how bad the illness is, and you're just there, and yeah, it takes a toll. It takes a toll. And to the person who is unwell, apart from the illness, frustrating their lives, they get angry as well. They get frustrated as well. They can lash out as well at the person looking after them, not because they want to, but when they think of everything that they are able to do for themselves, that they want to continue to be able to do for themselves, and they can't because they're unwell. Sometimes is they feel, well, one can feel like she's a burden, even if the person looking after you is doing it with love, they're patiently doing it with love, but you can't, sometimes you can't help feeling like a burden, and that can cause um, certain behaviors like lashing out or saying some negative words that they wouldn't say normally. you know it's not an easy thing to deal with. So yeah, that can cause instant change in routine. Sometimes I want to believe that a lot of the times, I don't have statistics on that, whether it's a lot of the times or not, but there are times when people pull through it together. There are also times people just, they can't handle it and they walk away because they can't deal with it any further. Not saying it's the right thing to do, but it happens. So, experienced any one of them? Do any one of them resonate with you? Do you relate with any one of them? Do you know anyone that these kind of things are affecting? Please drop it in the comment section. But I'm always here. I'm always here if anybody wants to, chat about any of these things. At the end of the day, if you love someone, you care about someone, I think these times are the moments that care is the only thing that holds the pillar of that relationship until the wave is over. Thank you. This is all I have to say to you today. Please comment in the comment section if you like this video. Subscribe and share it to others that can benefit from it as well. If you are in any of these situations, I just want you to know that you're not alone. There are other people that are going through it. Don't feel alone or feel that your own situation is hopeless. Just talk and talk. Communication is key. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'll see you in a few days.
Real life, real talk at your pace. Monix True, your safe space. Real life, real talk at your pace. Monix True, your safe space. Real life, real